Wait, I don't have my cube cover. Great. Need to find it. Good luck. Wait, who's my judge?
I'm your judge.
Okay.
Correct. 15-second warning.
You can go ahead and scramble.
Second.
Is this the scramble order using?
Yeah, that's the scramble.
Quite a few pauses for Sebastian to start. Able to salvage something out of that, but a 788's not going to be hard for Tymon to beat.
Correct.
Philip,
15-second warning.
I'm going second.
Philip already won. I mean, Sebastian already won.
Oh, well, what did he get? Because the preview is broken.
788.
Start.
And Tymon locking up as well, but extremely efficient 654. What slow turning resulting in a fast time. Completely safetied 654, and Tymon will easily take that first solve. Huh. I think it's a misconception that you have to turn quickly to get good times, and well, Tymon showing that.
It's frozen for me as well. Okay, yeah, it works. Let's go.
If you guys want, Okay, proceed.
Okay, it's working for me. I just had to leave and return.
Correct. 15-second warning.
And there's a new scramble, so you can go ahead and scramble.
Start.
Eight seconds.
Correct.
Well, the slow turning strategy that worked in Solve 1 seems to have collapsed epically in Solve 2. An 11? How?
15-second warning.
Anything can happen, and well, Sebastian could beat this Solve one-handed. Let's see what he can do. Much faster turn speed, and before the match, Sebastian was warming up while Tymon was just playing Fall Guys. A slightly different approach. It'll be interesting to see which warm-up strategy pays off, but so far it looks like Tymon has no turning speed, and if his efficiency gets messed up, well, the solve is gone.
Oh, you can go ahead and scramble the next one. Could you bring the white side out a little bit more? Just
Stop
move
one?
forward. Yeah.
Correct.
Correct. 15-second warning.
Both these competitors have yet to lose in the season, both undefeated 2-0. And Sebastian locking up on his cross +1, but finishing smoothly with a 756. So that start mishap cost him quite a bit of time, but the rest of the solve was pretty solid. Tymon gonna have to try and safety this one to beat a 756.
Eight seconds.
And once again, Tymon with the slow turning, but this time he's got a pretty efficient solve and a 716,
oh my God,
but it looks like a +2, and a +2 for Tymon, a 916, so Sebastian's going to take that second solve. So Tymon starting off with a 6, an 11, and a 9. And Sebastian starting off with some 7s. Well, it's an early lead for Sebastian. He'll try and take advantage of this free one that he just received. Try and take this first set.
Correct.
Correct. 15-second warning.
Start.
Eight seconds.
Another smooth solve by Tymon, 640. And the efficiency there was remarkable. Tymon, I guess, figuring that he doesn't need to turn his fastest today to win this match, but Sebastian could definitely beat this 640. Let's see what he can do. Oh, and a nice solve from Sebastian. No, but the lockup cost him in a 695. It was right there. Sebastian going to take that second solve, but as Tymon going to take that second solve, but Sebastian definitely had an opportunity there and let it slip with that lockup on the last layer. Well, an even set in this final solve means a lot. Gonna decide who wins the first set, and taking that 1-0 lead, especially with Tymon starting off this slowly. could mean a lot for Sebastian's chances. You know, a
Correct.
lot of people thinking that Tymon is the huge favorite going into this match, but of course both competitors have won both their matches,
Correct.
even if it's against different caliber
15-second
opponents.
warning.
Well, Sebastian's going to start first here, letting Tymon know what he needs to beat. Going to try and put down something unbeatable.
8 seconds.
Oh, and a smooth solve by Sebastian, but a lockup on the fourth pair. In a lockup in OLL and PLL, a 730. The efficiency was there, but the turning wasn't. Those lockups can cost like a quarter of a second each sometimes, and it adds up quickly.
Start.
Timon's going to have to try and beat a 730 to take this first set.
Eight seconds.
Oh, Tymon. Safetying that 708.
3-minute
Gonna
break.
take the first set 3-2. And, you know, he's putting us on the edge of our seats here, making our palms sweat. Wow. So Tymon taking the absolutely slow turning strategy. Oh, true. That's a nice time. That's an Eric time there. Eric in the chat, actually. Hello, Eric. How's it going? We're on a 3-minute break right now between sets, 2 minutes remaining. Sebastian going to continue to warm up. If it weren't for a few lockups there, he probably would have taken that first set. He had 2 opportunities there where the solves are pretty close. Doing good. Nice to hear. Why would I get a waiting screen for when there are issues? People want to see what's going on. Dude, waiting screens are so boring. You tune into the stream, right? And you see like a waiting screen. It's like nothing's happening.
Like, what's the point of even streaming when you're...
True. I agree with Tymon on this one. Yeah, waiting screen, yeah. People would rather see the technical issues than see a waiting screen. I mean, you might as well just put up a picture and some music. I mean, come on. Okay, you're right. I started with a waiting screen, but the waiting screen isn't just a waiting screen. It has like the standings or whatever.
Thing.
It's got an animation. But that's the starting soon screen.
Yeah, like it's a countdown, so that's a very different thing.
Yeah. I don't know, guys.
20
Felix put it perfectly when he said the chat is dumb.
It's awkward to see you guys typing and not talking. Well, people are awkward, yes. The world is awkward. What do you want me to do about it? I feel like that's the entire point of, you know, hanging out. It's like sharing human experience. I don't know, man.
Alright, I gotta mute.
Break is over and a scramble has been generated.
All I'm saying is that a waiting screen is not happening.
Correct.
And Tymon gonna start the second set, giving Sebastian
Correct.
the go second advantage. So
15
Timon's gonna
second
be more. He's gonna need to win some solves earlier on. Otherwise, he's gonna give Tymon a lot of. Sorry, guys. He's gonna give Sebastian. Yeah. Well, Tymon taking a close look at this one.
12.
Using all of his inspection. His turning speed has picked up, and a beautiful solve from Tymon, but an unfortunate Z-perm, netting him a 685. That Z-perm was like 3 turns per second there. Sebastian gonna try and beat the 685. White cross looks decent.
8 seconds.
There it is. A nice quick X cross there from Sebastian. Can he finish off the PLO? And a tie! Another tie! We had a tie in the match yesterday between Felix and Bill, and we have another tie in the match between Tymon and Sebastian. That's going to count for 0 points, but what it will do is it will return the starting second advantage to Tymon, as Sebastian had the starting second advantage in this set, but because of this tie...
2.
Oh my
Dino's
goodness.
third decimal is a 2.
The third decimal doesn't matter, it's a tie.
I can hold it in the stream.
Oh, okay.
The third decimal doesn't matter, it's a
Third
tie.
decimal doesn't
Yeah,
count.
you're the third
It's
decimal.
0. It's 0 points.
You can go ahead and scramble.
Bruh, I cannot
Did I
believe
win
this.
this one or not?
We had a tie
It's a
yesterday
tie.
when
The third
When-
decimal doesn't matter. They
Felix got a 7.10 and then Bill got a
just gonna be
7.10
one
right
also?
after that. Now this time Tymon gets a 6.85 and then Sebastian gets a 6.85. But because of the alternating starts, Sebastian
Correct.
once had the starting second advantage.
15-second
Well,
warning.
now he's gonna start first, effectively starting the set over because 0 points for that tie.
Correct.
Eight seconds.
And Sebastian locking up a little bit, some hesitation in his F2L, and this is just a long solution. He's essentially given up. Oh, he's not even stopping the timer, and 11 for Sebastian. Super disappointed with that one.
Sorry.
And Tymon is going to take his time and safety this one. And that's a safety solve if I've ever seen one. An 8.88 extreme safety. Taking absolutely no chances. And Tymon taking the first solve with an 8.88 right after that tie.
There's a new scramble.
Sebastian does not look happy. Let's see if he can regain his form here in this next solve. I don't know whether to call it the third solve or the second solve, right? Because the first solve was a tie. So like
Correct.
it's as if it didn't happen, but
Correct.
it definitely did, and it does
15
affect what's
second
going on here.
Sorry.
8 seconds.
And Tymon once again with the slow turning. And a very smooth
15-second
690.
warning.
Taking no chances today. His turning looks inspired by like Nom style, you know, just slow, consistent, and high efficiency.
8 seconds. 12.
Sebastian going for some faster turning and a really smooth F2L to OLL transition and a 546 for Sebastian. What a beautiful solve. Incredible turning and great look ahead there from Sebastian. Taking that second solve with a 546.
You can go ahead and scramble.
OMG, the turn. Go.
Correct.
And an even set once again for Tymon and Sebastian.
Correct.
If Sebastian
15
keeps
second
getting
warning.
mid-fives, Timon's going to have to increase his turn speed. I don't think he can beat those with the slow turning he's been demonstrating. But Sebastian's going to have to keep up the
8
pressure
seconds.
here. Oh, and a pause before second. Yeah, that's not going to do it for Sebastian. A lot of pauses in that F2L. A
15-second
779. Just didn't see where the pieces were. And, you know, at this kind of level, if you don't have exact understanding of where the pieces are, well, you got no shot to get a good time. And
3-second warning.
Start.
Tymon's going to try and beat this 768 with a safety solve.
8 seconds.
And a lockup! A lockup! A lockup!
Oh my
And
God.
Sebastian takes that one! The turning was too slow, the solve was too safe, and Sebastian's gonna take advantage of Tymon's lack of focus. A 779 is gonna lose to that 768. Sebastian once again taking the third solve there.
Dino, I accidentally entered in the 768 when I was editing time. I think something happened wrong. Can you tell Aiden to
Aiden,
delete?
Aiden, delete solve 10.
We're having a technical
Delete
issue
solve
right
10,
now,
okay.
but I'm not going to cut to a waiting screen because we do want to
So that would
see
mean we have to
the
redo
tense
it.
emotions
Why?
on the competitors'
No,
faces,
Yeah.
waiting
Why
in this technical
Yeah.
difficulty after a truly incredible round there.
Tell
Oh
Aiden
wait, we
to.
won't actually. Wait, no. Just edit the 7.7. Okay, yeah.
No, never mind. I'll just generate a new scramble, I guess.
Oh, so do I need to
Okay,
solve?
there we go.
Yeah, just solve.
Isn't there one time missing now?
What?
Isn't the first time missing of the set?
It shouldn't be.
It's all
hang
good
on.
now.
Because
It's all.
the second one was a tie, but here it says it's the first one.
No, it
Oh,
was
no,
the
it's
first one.
There's a tie.
The first one
Really?
is the tie.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, do the new
Go ahead
scramble.
and scramble.
The new scramble's up. Correct.
So I'm at 2-1 now?
So,
Yes.
Okay, alright.
You're good.
And Sebastian once
Thumbs up.
again leading the second set 2-1 in a
that
similar
yes?
position as the last
What
set.
did you say?
The scramble's up now?
But
Yes,
will
the
he be
scramble.
able to
Okay.
close it out this time?
start.
Well, once again, Tymon's going to start first on this solve, and it's going to let Sebastian know what he needs to beat.
8 seconds.
Oh, smooth turning by Tymon, a 582. Even with that last layer, and Sebastian just
Miss scramble.
bopping his head around, doesn't know how to, feel about this. This is going to be a tough time to beat for Sebastian, a 582. That turning for Tymon started off slow in the beginning of the match, but yeah, well, he's been picking it up gradually, warming up, and that 582 had really smooth turning. Really smooth.
Correct.
Well, here he goes. Sebastian Weyer knows the target to beat. If he can beat this 582, he will take the second set. Up 2-1 right now in the set. Oh, and the pause before second pair, and I think it's already over, and it is. A 682 for Sebastian, and you can't afford to pause at all to beat a 582. Well, once again, this is the same story as the last set. We are once again tied 2-2. But because of that tie at the beginning of the set, it's going to be exactly the same situation. Sebastian will start first, and Tymon will know what he has to beat.
Okay. I know.
Fix previous time. The previous time was a 768 of Sebastian.
Yeah.
That's 682 right now.
ahead and scramble.
Correct.
Okay, you have to make solve 9 as 7.68.
Okay. Okay, there
And
we
the
go.
issue is resolved. And we're all
15-second
good.
warning.
Sebastian starting this final solve, giving Tymon what he needs to beat. Well, let's see if he can make it an unbeatable time. Taking his time
seconds.
on the inspection. Oh, and relatively smooth. And a COL from Sebastian is
15 second
712. Interesting choice there on the OLL and PLL. Possibly hoping for a PLL skip there.
Sorry.
Oh, and Tymon's turning extremely smooth. And the look ahead perfect. Another lockup on the R perm, but a 673. We almost saw some flashbacks there to that solve where on the second solve or the last solve, but well, Tymon taking the second set 3-2. Wow. Another 3-minute break. And yeah, that was man, this is close. It's close, but it really feels like Tymon just always winning. And that tie at the beginning really, the tie at the beginning set the tone for this set because, if there hadn't been a tie, well, then Sebastian would have been the one going second on that final solve, right? But because of the tie, we saw once again Tymon with the starting advantage. Or the starting second advantage. Yeah. Well, Tymon up 2-0 in the sets right now, winning both sets 3-2. Making this close for the fans.
Strategic tie.
Well, it's not quite strategic because you went first, but yeah.
Yes, I know.
If you had gone second and tied, that would be a very nice strategy.
No, that wouldn't be nice strategy because that would turn it bad for me. Since I would be going second, so it would just mess me up.
Well, I mean, obviously you should have just won the solve, but yeah.
No, but like, if you're going first any tie, it's beneficial for you. But if you're going second any tie, it's not strategic at all because it's actually...
No, if you're going
switching
second on the
order.
finals... Well, because if you go first on the first solve, you're going second, or... Sorry.
Minute.
I just woke up. Yes, I can count. 1, 3, 5.
Like, every other thing you go the same. So like, if there are 5 rounds normally in a 3-2 set, you're going the same as in the first solve of the set. So, if you're starting the set, tying is beneficial because then you're not starting the set. Like it
Break is
basically...
over,
Yeah,
and
reverses.
the scramble has been generated.
Breaks them.
Correct. 15-second warning. 8 seconds.
Correct.
Oh man, that was a rough solve for
15-second
Sebastian.
warning.
The solve was bad going into PLL, and then the V perm just ruined everything.
Start.
Eight seconds.
That was such a
timeout?
safe, smooth solve by Tymon and a timeout taken.
All right, you've got 10 minutes.
There's a timeout. Timon's taking a timeout.
Okay.
Tymon is taking a timeout right now. He can take a timeout for up to 10 minutes. Bro, why are you cheering Felix? He's not even here. Oh, I should add pause chant. Good idea.
And Sebastian, just so you know, after the break, Tymon will be starting the solve.
All right.
How much time do I have left?
You have 7 minutes left.
It's a rare white jacket sighting from Tymon. I don't see him wearing it often during competition.
Yeah, because it's a bit too big.
Yeah.
It's also gotten like really dirty because of a dog.
Yes. Does anyone wear a white shirt outside giving events? I believe so.
What?
think white shirts are pretty popular. Yeah, we know you meant white jacket. It's kind of funny.
I mean, I'm sure it's like a thing in other sporting events. Like, of course, not cubicle ones, but like something similar. It's white.
1 bit. Here is to cover production costs. This should be enough to get each competitor's 4K 60 FPS cameras. You'll need to donate. You need to donate about like $10,000 to get us fully set up with a broadcasting kit.
So like 100,000 bits.
Well,
5 minutes
we'll
left,
need
by
to
the
get
way.
you like a production. We'll need to get you space in a studio that has access to like insanely fast internet. We'll need to get me and I'll need to get in a studio that has insanely fast internet, and then we'll need both competitors to have like, you know, couple $1,000 broadcast cameras with like $1,000, $2,000 computers to process it and send it over the internet. So yeah, if you donate like, maybe like 100,000 bits, 1 million
That's
bits,
10K
that might be
dollars.
enough. Yeah, 1 million bits is probably enough. 1 bit though, yeah, more than enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Wait, okay, what? 1 million bits is 10K?
I already failed math. I'm not gonna try again.
You should probably ask Sebastian.
1 million. Yeah, it's 10K.
Yes! Go!
Oh, true. Just wait 20 years into the future when hardware is very cheap. Yeah. Of course I'm thankful for the bit. It's just that when you attach it with a comment that you're going to cover the costs for 4K 60 FPS production, well, then I have to tell you that
Chat is
unfortunately
so
it's
dumb
not going to
today.
cover the cost. Oh, thank you so much, Taco Spooker, for the 1 bit. Yeah, that should really contribute to
3
the
minutes
fun.
left.
Wait, do you know how much longer does Tymon have in his timeout?
Yeah, we'll move Tymon into a production house very
I'm
shortly.
done.
He'll
I'm done.
have a 1 gigabyte
All right,
upload
you have
speed.
3 minutes of time.
How long?
Oh, 2 bits. Thank you so much, Mahusa. That's so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I only talk to my mods? No. Incorrect. 9 bits! Oh my goodness, 3x3 cuber. Judging and donating 9 bits at the same time. Get back to judging. Funding Phillips Mansion? Yeah, dude. 9 bits. Perfect.
Okay, you can go ahead and
Correct.
scramble, I think. Wait, hang on.
Okay, guys, we
Dino,
need to
is
focus
Tymon
up here.
done with his timeout?
Tymon has ended his timeout, and he's gonna
Okay.
try and win this set.
Come on.
Start.
So
Go
should I
ahead.
scramble? Okay.
And Tymon having some sort of what just
That was so bad.
Correct.
what? Huh? Okay, so Tymon's paused for like a second at the start of the solve.
8 seconds.
Hmm.
Well,
Oh, Sebastian just could not quite get under that 638. And, well, Tymon up 2-0 in the sets, 2-0 in the
go ahead and
points.
scramble, please.
Only needs one more solve to win the match. Tymon zeroing with those pauses leading into the most insane solutions. proving that you don't need to be
Correct.
perfect at all or turn
15
fast
seconds
to
warning.
win every single solve. Sebastian is going to try and make a comeback back against the wall. Needs to win every solve now.
8 seconds.
And a pretty quick cross+1 for Sebastian. Looking really nice through the F2L and finishing with a 660.
15-second warning.
We'll see if Tymon can beat this. If he can beat this 660, he's gonna win the match right here.
Start.
8 seconds.
Taking a look around the cube during F2L, and I don't think he's gonna get it. Yeah, the pausing at the beginning strategy worked last solve, but not 2 in a row, and Sebastian's gonna keep himself in this match. Down 2-1 now. Only needs to win 2 out of the next 2 solves.
Go ahead and scramble.
You can scramble.
Correct.
Correct. 15-second warning.
Start.
Eight seconds.
Tymon's still locking up, but the efficiency's so good. Getting at him at 669.
15-second warning.
Well, Sebastian once again needing to win this solve. 669 is the mark to beat.
8 seconds.
Oh, really smooth start. Oh, a beautiful F2L by Sebastian. Where's the last layer? And a 569. Absolutely clutch by Sebastian. What a solve. What a solve.
Go ahead and scramble.
And 2-2 in the sets again. Every single set has gone down to the final decider.
There's no
Every set
element
has been
scramble.
2-2. And once again, Tymon will go second.
I see a lot of 2s.
15-second
on the
warning.
scoreboard.
Sebastian needs to put an unbeatable time down. What will his strategy be? The match on the line in this solve.
8 seconds.
A little bit of a lockup on the cross+1, rotating quite a bit during this F2L, and finishing with a 714. And Tymon has already reacted. He hasn't even started his inspection, he already reacted.
Start.
Sebastian leaving the door wide open. I've never seen someone react before starting inspection. Oh, and Tymon's coming with the super smooth solve. And the J-Perm to finish in a 652. Tymon takes every match 3-2. Tymon takes the match 3-0. Every single set was 3-2. And a dominant clutch performance by Tymon. Sebastian made a great run at there to make things close. And you know, every set was 3-2. But somehow Tymon managed to win all of those final solves and win the match 3-0. GG's.
GG.
So we're gonna go to the interview in a moment, and then in about 10 minutes we'll be back. So we're gonna go to the interview, and then right after the interview we're gonna have another match. It's gonna be Maddie versus Kevin. Phil? Phil?
Hear me?
Yep.
I'm here. I'm here. Cool.
Wait, give me a moment.
I see the rectangle forming in between the competitors. Part of that rectangle.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Phil, you'll be transporting into that rectangle in a moment here. I'll just get your feed transferred through the internet here. And it's coming in. Oh, and there it is.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, hello. Having a little trouble hearing. Let me. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, can you?
Okay, I can hear you guys. Perfect.
All right, what's up?
Yeah, let's talk. Awesome. All right, so yeah, this looked like a 3-0, but it was a lot more complicated than a 3-0. Every
Yeah.
set was really complicated. Could you perhaps just give me and the viewing audience some of your thoughts going through this match, and yeah, maybe comment on the competitiveness.
I don't know. I felt like the first two sets were pretty terrible. Like, it was alright in the last set, but like the first two sets, I really wasn't happy with how I did.
Yeah, I wasn't performing too well, but I also came into the match like looking at Sebastian's previous results, knowing that I don't have to solve that well, considering what I can normally get. So I was just trying to keep calm and solve.
Yeah, trying to keep calm. It was interesting when you first started. You were turning much slower than what people normally expect. What made you want to do that? Was it the thing you just said, or is there any other reason?
Well, in the first set, I had the same issue as with Leo, where I took a timeout after one solve, so my hands were really sweaty. And I also, on the solves where I was going second, I think on basically all of those, it was like a really easy solve to get. So, yeah, that made me turn safer.
Interesting. Yeah, I know. Philip was talking about Nam. I'm sure you guys know Nam. He has a very methodical sort of style where he doesn't look like he's fast, and then he gets like a 5 or a 6. It's funny because you posted a video of Nam online a few days ago and asking like, how the heck does he do that? Is that something you're trying to
Well, I then posted a video on YouTube and then posted it under that post about Nam. So yeah, I practiced that for like 2 days, and I don't know. I figured out probably how he does it.
Interesting.
And yeah, I practiced that for all. So yeah, but it kind of requires doing one-sided turning. Like you can't really use the left side of the cube much. So
Okay.
I don't really do it.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Yeah, so for both of these competitors, they were undefeated coming into this match. What's the psychology behind that, knowing that both competitors are undefeated and that someone will be defeated by the end of this race? How does that feel when you get into a match like this?
I mean, I wasn't going into this like whole thing expecting like not being beaten at all. So I don't know. Feels
I mean,
all right.
like I basically came into it thinking the person that's gonna become defeated is not me.
Okay. Yeah, and talk to me about that tie you had in the second set. It was a 685, which is a pretty good time, but I'm sure you guys can do a lot better. Yeah, what were your first like gut reactions to a tie like this? Were you expecting it at all? I'm sure you weren't, right?
Well, I wasn't expecting it.
I'm used to very close ties. Like not quite a tie.
I'm sure you are.
No, I don't know. I just didn't know like how that was going to be handled. I don't know. Maybe I didn't read the regs right. Maybe it's in there. I don't know.
Mm-mm. Yeah, ties are always interesting in head-to-head. In the WCA, you kind of just go, right? Yeah, because you just look at some other statistic like single. Yeah, like Sebastian's close, almost tie was viewed how many million times?
Oh, like 20 million.
20 million times? Yeah. Yeah. So
probably even more.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's crazy how this I mean the clip was what, like 10 seconds or something, or not even. It's crazy how that little space of time can be so exciting for people, but
yeah,
very cool.
That's what happens when you do head-to-head instead of what the WCA does.
Yeah, well, it's also I'm sure them being brothers made some
probably
impact too.
I mean, it's a very unlikely occurrence, but
oh yeah,
that's what's gonna happen when you do head-to-head.
Yeah, so that timeout that you got, that timeout, I believe Tymon initiated it. What were you thinking with the timeout? Were you just trying to get warm?
Well, I drank some water.
Gotcha.
Because I felt I'm kind of dehydrated, and then I put on the jacket because I was also a bit cold, and I just took some time to warm up on the cube.
Cool. Yeah, that's an appropriate timeout usage. Actually, in this format, everything is an appropriate timeout usage. So there are no rules for that. So we have a match coming up between Maddie and Kevin. So I'm sure Sebastian knows Kevin. They're from they represent the same country, and Tymon knows Maddie from racing them all a bunch of times, online cubing competitions. What is your prediction and any thoughts on that upcoming match?
Oh, I actually don't know too much about Maddie and his results, to be perfectly honest. But I'm rooting for Kevin.
Okay. All right.
Germany represent.
Yes.
Normally, I would say that Matty is probably gonna win, but looking at his first 2 rounds, it's not looking very good for him. He hasn't been able to handle the pressure very well.
Yeah,
so,
but Kevin's a qualifier, right? So maybe there's some psychological edge that Maddie can grab onto, knowing that the opponent is a qualifier. Who knows? Sometimes qualifiers are super driven to win because they feel like they've earned their spot. So maybe they're motivated to cube better. I don't know. And for the chat, I saw during the chat a lot of people ask about, hey, why don't we get competitors from some other country? I saw India being one of them. They should totally look into qualifying, and there is a chance for people to get into this event, just like Kevin.
If you're fast enough, you're gonna get in.
Yeah. And if you're not, like, you just get destroyed. I'm not sure it feels really good. But awesome. Do you guys have any just thoughts about how Monkey League is going for you personally so far? Any reflections that you'd like to share with the audience?
Well, I'm undefeated since season 1 started, so I mean, it's going very well, clearly.
Okay, and Seb, do you have any sort of comments on how your experience is going and what you're looking forward to?
I don't know. Sometimes it's more fun with some opponents, sometimes it's less fun with others.
Right. All right. Well, thank you for the race. It was actually really close. All those like moments when there was 2-2, I was at the edge of my seat trying to guess who would win, and it was really competitive. I know obviously there's solves that you can do better, but that's just the nature of head-to-head. Really anything can happen. So thank you for the competitors for being here. Thank you for the audience and the judges, delegate, and host. Hopefully you have a great time, and we'll be doing another race real soon, as we just discussed.
All right. Thank you.